Hello, everybody. This is Max Farrow from dexfcopy.com, and today is your weekly update on January 30th, 2018. We're getting towards the end of the month, so there's a lot of great stuff that's happening, but also we have some major work to do. There are one major thing releasing, and that's on the fast forward. There's a bunch of stuff on how to filter out the information and the data, so hopefully you're going through that process to check this out. If you don't want to do any of that stuff and you just want to learn how to become a Max Prime member, please go through. There'll be more training on board today. There'll be also some places, if you log out and go to get started, it will take you to that process. Now, let's get into what happened yesterday in the market with our market review. All right, we're going to look on the Max Prime. We had a little bit of a hit on the Max Prime yesterday, coming from the EA, right? Not the expert advisor, but the Euro Australian dollar. Now, the Euro Australian dollar took a little bit of a pretty hard hit. This came from Odin, and we sort of had to even investigate Odin's pair for the Euro Australian dollar. Odin only had two pairs on it, and one was still doing really good. The other one is sort of just took a small little hit here. So we pulled it from the main system, from the portfolio. So EA won't be coming on this system until it reproves itself either in Odin or on one of the other pairs. Now, we lost a small little bit of growth yesterday. You can kind of see $5.88. And again, that may have been a very large platform for us to be able to lose that much money. But again, we're not talking about a lot of money, and the equity curves at this time look like this. It looks very dramatic, but later on, you'll see that the equity curve will start to kind of look like this, right? You'll get little bumps and hits in there. So don't worry about too much. We're on the macro run here, and we're doing pretty good. I'm very excited with the growth of the process and that everything in there is working really well. All right. Now, let's talk about, for all you fast forward people, let's get over to the Grinch. Bring up the Grinch right now. Of course, the weekly summary, everything still looks pretty good. If you went through yesterday we had sort of an up and down day. We got low in the pippage, but we were still up by just a little bit because of one pair. So we're very excited about that. Odin, like I said yesterday, took a little bit of a hit. Vader was a little bit everywhere yesterday within the summary. Let me go to the history here. We'll look at the daily here. We had some trades close out because we had from the gap of the weekend, and we had some things close out that really took us. So we're almost looking that, and there's that the Euro AUD again, right? Took a hit on most of the markets. Did pretty good on Vader yesterday, but not on anything else. Couple of the bigger hits here. This is a closeout from over the weekend, or right before the weekend. We took a big hit on the Euro AUD. Probably been a little bit of a red flag for us to take it off of anything until we're ready for it. Simply Forex was put into the mentality yesterday to go into our first system called the Rev Prime, right? And this is the reverse prime. And what this means is that we're going to be taking, because remember what I said, beyond the mean, right? If this is the top, this is the bottom, and this is the middle. We call this 60%, call this 50%, we call this 40%. Gets up here, we're yay, okay? But if it gets above 60%, we're very happy. If it stays in the middle here, we're not very happy. Why? Because you really can't guesstimate which side of that coin it's going to be on. It's just a lot of good, money management at that point. So what? Okay, bring it back. There we go. Okay, top and bottom. So if this is 60% and this is 50% and this is 40%, if it gets up to there, but if it falls down to around here under 40%, we're also like yay. Why? Because we can reverse the signal. That's right. Within our system, we can actually take that particular bot as it's running and reverse it. Now, on this, there's not really any of them that are doing too good. The Euro JPY may look like it's doing pretty good, but it had some issues with profit. This only came in because in the very beginning we were using a high rate of lots in there. So we had some trades that finished out with bigger lots than some. Now today it looks like it's doing pretty good. It has a nice clear run on pips. But again, we are looking for the process to be very consistent on below 40%. And as you can kind of see, the majority of pairs are doing that. Now, why would this happen? Why would a bot fail? Well, it's not really failing because it's sort of doing something like this, right? And overall, we're looking at how big is this time from here to here. You know, if this was on a chart, if this was on a 5-minute chart, you'd be really, you'd still be happy. But if it was on a 20-minute chart or an hour chart or a daily chart, the time period that it takes for it to recover, as it's going down and it takes to recover to back up again, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this 10 days, 10 minutes, 10 hours, 40 hours? What is that? And so it's all about recovery from this point and how to recover. One thing we don't want to do is that if we do have an equity curve like this, and the time from here to recover to this point, if this is on a 1-hour chart or even, a 4-hour chart, and this is 40 hours worth of time, we don't want to make any rash decisions. Okay? When do we want to make a decision to start to jump ship or to get off a particular pair? Well, if recovery is past that next hill, right? If you're trying to recover past this point, then true failure is that if it falls down below this point, right? Because you're looking at this low here was penetrated by this high, and then it started to keep going, and this is how it normally happens. So we want to make sure that if it starts to really do bad, this is our get out. This is our stop loss of equity curve, right? So that's basically just a quick, brief explanation of it. All right. So we went through that you have new filter areas to travel with. We have the Max Prime section is going to be filled in here real quickly today, here within the next 2 hours after the videos are finished rendering. The Max Prime portal for you Max Prime people is up. I'll have that video in there on how to make your account and get everything on board for this really cool solution. Now, this solution does cost $47 a month to be able to do. So please keep that in mind as you're putting this together. All right, because it does have an opportunity in there for you to not have to worry about trading with a VPS or the MetaTrader 4 system. It does have a little bit of uniqueness to it, so we're still working with that. So please bear with us. But this is probably going to be our main line solution very soon with this process, because we really are enjoying some of the information that's on board with this, and you'll see in the videos here too. Even if you're a fast forward person, you'll be able to see the Max Prime videos and what it looks like. All right, I'm Max Farrow. This is dexfcopy.com, and we'll see you inside. And hopefully you're having a great day like I am. And as always, trade well.